Gravitational potential energy. So far you have seen a gravitational potential energy which is mgh. This mgh which you use when a point mass m is placed at some height h from the surface of earth. This is earth. In this case you say that potential energy is mgh. But we use mgh near the surface of earth so that we can keep g constant. What if g is not constant? If g changes with height? That is something which we will discuss in this article of gravitational potential energy. We have two point masses m1 and m2. They are separated by a distance of r. For this system of m1 and m2 separated by a distance of r, our aim is to find potential energy. We represent potential energy with U, potential energy when separation is R. Now, strictly M1 and M2, remember they are what? Point masses. If things are different, then we'll see what happens. But this is the fundamental case. 2 point masses. So write down the question. Find out gravitational potential energy. Find out gravitational potential energy of 2 point masses m1 and m2 when they are separated by a distance of r. When they are separated by a distance of r. Now, we'll use two methods which are slightly different. Conceptually, they both are same. And you will understand the difference between first and second method when you go through this whole article. Let's use first method. The first method is, from work power energy we know that negative of work done by internal forces it represents change in potential energy delta P, which is U final minus U initial. U final minus U initial. What are internal forces? You know, internal forces are action and reaction forces. Action and reaction forces. Where do you see these action and reaction forces in this figure? This M1 is pulling M2 towards itself with a force of F. We know that this F is G M1 M2 whole divided by R square. If this is action, then its reaction acts on M1. M1 is pulling M2 towards itself and M2 is pulling M1 towards itself. This is same force F. Their magnitudes are same. They are acting in opposite directions. Let's say we say that this is force of action, then this becomes force of reaction. Action and reaction. At the same time, M1 is kept fixed. And why do we keep it fixed? थोड़ी देर में clear हो जाएगा. But if you want to keep M1 fixed at rest, then you must apply a force in this direction. This force will balance this reaction force. You are exerting a force in this direction. I said you are exerting a force in this direction. That means this force is coming from outside and is therefore called external force. ये दोनों forces क्या हैं? They are system forces. M1 and M2. They are exerting these forces on each other. This is the force which is coming from outside. Somebody is holding this M1 so that it doesn't move. It remains what? Fixed. Well, I hope you can see that. You already know what's the magnitude of this external force is. Magnitude of external force should be equal to what? Fr. This F external is nothing but Fr. These two forces, their magnitude should be exactly same. Now, we need work done by internal forces. Negative of that will be what? Change in potential energy. Now this internal force, work done by internal force, you can see is of two types. Work done by action and work done by reaction force. We're not interested in work done by external force. We are only interested in work done by internal forces in method 1. Now, there are two internal forces, action and reaction. But I hope you can see that work done by reaction force is 0. Why? This reaction force is acting on what? M1. If M1 is fixed, that means there is no displacement. If there is no displacement, work done by reaction force on M1 is what? 0. That's the reason we keep M1 fixed, so that we don't have to calculate work on M1 as well as on M2. We just now need to calculate work done by the action force which is acting on M2. तो अपना थोड़ा सा time or calculation part बच जाएगा. Now, this work done by action force, look at this Gm1 m2 upon r square. As you change this separation between m1 and m2, r changes. If r changes, then f action also changes, which means this f action is non-uniform force. If this is non-uniform force, then you cannot calculate its work directly. Instead, you will find this work with the help of integration. What is dW? Everybody knows dW is F dot ds. This F is the action force. We need to find work done by action force with the help of integration. Now, how do we carry out this integration? अब उस तरफ चलते हैं. But first, do one thing. Note down everything which is written on the board, so that we can easily devote next part on this integration only. Write down this much. Now let's find out work done by action force. This is M1, which is fixed. This is M2. And suppose at time t, separation between M1 and M2 is X. At some point you found that separation between M1 and M2 is X. And therefore, force acting on M2, which is Fa for us, force of action, is G M1 M2 divided by X square. G M1 M2 divided by separation between M1 and M2 and square of that. At the same time, if I ask you that write down this force in vector form, then it is minus of I cap. This much magnitude and direction is what? Left, which is minus of I cap. We need work done by action force, and for that we need to integrate this dW. Integration of dW is Fa dot ds. Now we have seen many a times that ds, you write it like this: dx I cap plus dy j cap plus dz k cap. That's how you write ds in any situation. In this example, you can see that this M1 is exerting a force on M2 along the x-axis, and if we say that it's free to move along x-axis, then this ds you can simply take as what? dx I cap. Even if you take dyj and dzk, कोई असर नहीं पड़ेगा. क्यों नहीं पड़ेगा? यहाँ देखना. This Fa is G M1 M2 divided by x square minus of I cap dot ds, which is dx I cap. Now if you take dyj and dzk, then you know that j dot I will be 0. Similarly, k dot I will be 0. And therefore, the only thing which matters is what? dx I cap. Now everybody knows how to take dot I. It will give you what? 1. And this thing can be simply written as minus of gm1 m2, which is the constant part. Take it outside. Inside you're left with dx upon x square. Negative sign out. gm1 m2. This is also out. dx upon x square, which is a very easy integration. First, move this x square as x to the power minus 2 to the numerator, and then x to the power n. You know how to integrate this thing. It will give you minus of g m1 m2 power plus 1 upon power plus 1, which is x to the power minus 2 plus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1, n plus 1 upon n plus 1. This is coming minus of gm1 m2 x to the power minus 1 divided by minus 1. Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1, x to the power minus 1, which becomes this. Work done by action force is coming. Negative of negative is positive. This is G M1 M2 multiplied by 1 upon x. Now, this integration is not complete. Once you integrate, you need to put limits. कहाँ से कहाँ तक? तो आपने बोला from x initial to x final. We are interested in this work so that we can calculate u final minus u initial. So u started from x initial and then move to this x final position. Now how to choose x initial and x final, इस part को समझना. What is x? X is distance of m2 from m1, and our aim is to find potential energy when m2 is at a distance of r from m1. तो हमने क्या बोला? हमने बोला कि जो हमारा x final है, this is r. Finally m1 and m2 इनके बीच का separation कितना है? r. And for this initial separation, we reach to infinity. X initial is what? Infinity. थोड़ी देर में इस infinity का logic आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. But for the time being, let's say that initially m2 was at infinity. Initially m2 was at infinity, and this force brings m2 from infinity to a distance of r from m1. Something like this. Look here. This is your m1, m2, x initial is infinite. Initially m2 is at infinity. A force is acting in this direction, and because of this force you found that finally m2 is at a distance of r from m1, and therefore at this location your x initial is what? R. So we are basically calculating work done by this force when it moves m2 from infinity to this position, and therefore from infinity to this position. And I told you why infinity, थोड़ी देर में समझ में आ जाएगा. Now how do we put limits? This is g m1 m2 1 upon x upper limit, which is what? R, minus 1 upon x lower limit. 1 upon infinity is what? 0. It gives you g m1 m2 divided by r. This is work done by action force. क्या करना है इसका? यहां यूज करना है. किस तरह से देखना? Negative of work done by action force, which is coming g m1 m2 divided by r. Negative sign पहले से है, and we found the work as g m1 m2 upon r. U finally what is the separation? R. Initially separation was what? Infinite. This gives us u at a distance of r, at a separation of r, as minus of g m1 m2 divided by r plus u at infinity. Now when m1 and m2 separation between them is infinite, you know that there will be no gravitational force. They're not interacting with each other. If they're not interacting with each other, then we say that they have no potential energy. They have no potential energy between them, and therefore u at infinity is taken what? 0. And then if you remember the concept of work energy, for us it doesn't matter what potential energy at a particular point is. In any question we always need what? Difference of potential energy between 2 points, and therefore even if somebody takes potential energy at infinite separation as 10 or 100, even then nothing will change in any question. But normally अपन लोग infinity पर कितनी potential energy लेते हैं? 0. Reason being there is no interaction between m1 and m2. This force When you reach infinity, x is what? Infinite, and force becomes what? 0. Once you say that u infinite is 0, you can see ur is coming, this ur is coming minus of g m1 m2 divided by r. What is this? Potential energy of m1 and m2, which are two point masses separated by a distance of r, provided at infinity potential energy is taken what? 0. Write down this statement, write down this final statement. Potential energy of two point masses, potential energy of two point masses separated by a distance of r is minus of g m1 m2 upon r, is minus of g m1 m2 upon r, provided at infinity it is 0. Provided at infinity it is 0. Now, that's how you develop potential energy function with the help of internal work. इस पूरी थीम को यहां पर समझने की कोशिश करना कि हमने क्या किया था इस पूरे पार्ट में. दिस इज m1, दिस इज m2. अभी आपका m2 इंफिनिटी पर है. जो इनके बीच का ग्रेविटेशनल सिस्टम है उसकी एनर्जी, उसकी पोटेंशियल एनर्जी आपने कितनी ली हुई है? 0. हमने बोला कि एक आदमी है, इस आदमी का नाम है ग्रेविटी. ये जो ग्रेविटी वाला आदमी है, जब ये इंफिनिटी पर था तो हमने बोला इस आदमी के पास कोई एनर्जी नहीं है, कोई भी. देन यू फाउंड कि इसने किसी चीज को मूव किया, यहां पहुंचा दिया. यहां से यहां मूव करने में सपोज इसने वर्क किया 20 joules. Suppose work done by this man is 20 joules, and this work is 20. Then look here, this gravity, the person gravity, initially at infinity had no energy. And you will ask yourself, if you have no energy, then how can you do some work? Now, since you cannot do some work because you have no energy, you will borrow some energy from somebody. समझने के लिए, you borrowed some energy from somebody, and therefore, what is happening? अगर आपको किसी ने यहां पर 20 एनर्जी दी होती, we'll try to understand it with the help of these numbers. Suppose किसी ने आपको यहां पर 20 joules उधार दिया. अगर 20 joules आपको उधार दिया, with the help of that you could do what? This much work of 20 joules. अगर आपके पास 20 joules का उधार है, that means आपके पास जो पोटेंशियल एनर्जी है r डिस्टेंस पर, you had no energy. Somebody gave you 20. That means it's not your own energy. You have borrowed it from somebody, and therefore your energy is what? Minus of 20. Your energy is what? Minus of 20. That's how you understand. That's how you understand meaning of this negative sign. फिर से फिर से एक दूसरे डेटा सेट को यूज करते हैं, इससे आपके लिए चीजों को समझना क्या होगा, आसान होगा. सपोज वी से दैट एट इंफिनिटी दिस ग्रेविटी हैड दिस मच एनर्जी 100 जूल्स. अगर इंफिनिटी पर 100 जूल्स एनर्जी होती, यहां से यहां तक कितना वर्क किया, 20. Now you don't have to borrow any energy from anybody. This gravity guy already has what, 100 joules of energy. You have 100 joules of energy, and then you move this m2 from this position to this position, and in the process you do this much work. Out of 100 you have done this much work, and therefore you are left with only what, this much energy, which is what, 80 joules. That means एक आदमी जो बोलता है कि इंफिनिटी पर जीरो है, उसके लिए r डिस्टेंस पर सिस्टम की एनर्जी क्या होगी, -20. दूसरा आदमी जो बोलता है कि इंफिनिटी पर 100 जूल है, उसके लिए r डिस्टेंस पर सिस्टम की एनर्जी क्या होगी, 80. But the thing which remains same always is this. अगर आपसे पूछा जाता find out u infinity minus ur or ur minus u infinity, doesn't matter. I told you that in potential energy absolute values, they do not matter. What matters is what, this difference. Let's find out u infinity minus ur for this first person. इसने क्या बोला, इंफिनिटी पर कितनी थी भाई, 0. r पर कितनी थी, -20. दूसरा आदमी क्या बोल रहा है भाई कि इंफिनिटी पर कितनी थी, 100, और r डिस्टेंस पर कितनी है, 80. आई होप यू कैन सी कि दोनों के लिए ये नंबर क्या आ रहा है, 20. एंड देयरफॉर इट डजंट मैटर व्हाट पोटेंशियल एनर्जी यू टेक एट इंफिनिटी. लेकिन जो हमारा आर्ग्यूमेंट था, इंफिनिटी पर कोई इंटरेक्शन नहीं है, एंड देयरफॉर हम सिंपली क्या बोल देते हैं कि भाई इंफिनिटी पर कितनी एनर्जी ले लो, 0. लेकिन इस नेगेटिव साइन का मीनिंग समझने के लिए ये 100 वाला डेटा ज्यादा कन्वीनियंट है. किस तरह से कन्वीनियंट है कि आपके पास इंफिनिटी पर कितनी एनर्जी थी, 100. देन व्हेन यू मूव दिस ऑब्जेक्ट, आपने कितना वर्क किया, 20. कितना खर्च कर दिया आपने एनर्जी, 20, एंड देयरफॉर बचा कितना, 80. अब अगर आपसे बोला जाए कि आपके पास 0 एनर्जी थी और 20 आपने खर्च कर दी, तो फिर आपके पास क्या एनर्जी बचेगी, -20. 100 है, 20 खर्च करने के बाद 80. 0 है, खर्च करने के बाद 20, क्या बचेगी, -20. दिस नेगेटिव साइन basically tells you what कि जब आप इंफिनिटी से यहां तक पहुंच रहे हैं, इंफिनिटी से r पर पहुंच रहे हैं, तो आपकी पोटेंशियल एनर्जी डिक्रीज हो रही है. आपकी पोटेंशियल एनर्जी क्या हो रही है, डिक्रीज हो रही है. क्यों हो रही है, क्योंकि ये आदमी, सिस्टम क्या कर रहा है, वर्क. जब आप कुछ वर्क करोगे then you will feel tired, and as you feel tired that means कि आपका जो पोटेंशियल एनर्जी काउंट है वो क्या हो गया है, डिक्रीज. होपफुली समझ में आया होगा इस नेगेटिव साइन का मतलब. नोट डाउन दिस मेथड 1. Let's see second method. And as I told you that slightly different, बहुत बड़ा कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है. This is M1. We'll keep it fixed. This is M2. इस बार चेंज क्या है, when separation between these two is r, we'll call it x initial. Initially, m2 is at a distance of r. X initial is r. And now, an external force moves this m2 from this initial position to x final, which is at infinity. M2 moves from this position to this position. What is that which moves M2 from this position to this position? This external force. It's like this. You're holding M1 fixed and you move M2 from this position to this position. You're holding M1 fixed. There are two external forces. One is acting on this. The other external force is moving M2 from x initial to x final. This F external and this is also F external. Now, किस तरह से F external लग रहा है, अब वहां चलते हैं. हमारे पास वर्क एनर्जी में ये स्टेटमेंट था, वर्क डन बाय external forces. Work done by external forces, it does what? It changes kinetic energy as well as potential energy. Work done by external forces, it changes kinetic and potential. If I say that change in kinetic energy is zero, this F external acts in such a manner that change in kinetic energy is what? Zero. Then work done by external force is simply what? Change in potential energy. U final minus U initial. U final. Finally आप कहां पर हैं? Infinity पर. U at infinity minus initially हम लोग कहां पर हैं? R पर. U infinity in method 1 we have seen that U infinity normally is taken what? 0. That means if we can find work done by external force, then that work done by external force is nothing but minus of potential energy at the separation of R. फिर से work done by external force ये दो जगह जाता है. It changes kinetic and potential. If you do not change kinetic energy, then the entire work done by external force, it does what? It changes potential energy. And in this setup, we are saying that external force is moving M2 from this initial position to this final position. Final initial. And U infinity, we take 0, minus of UR. We just need to find work done by external force. Now, you can see there are two external forces. But again, you can see that M1 is what? Fixed. If M1 is fixed, then work done by this external force is simply what? 0. M1 fixed, it's not moving. Work done is what? 0. इसलिए वर्क किसका फाइंड करना है? इस एक्सटर्नल फोर्स का. अब क्या है इस एक्सटर्नल फोर्स का मैग्नीट्यूड, ये सोचना है. इसको सोचने के लिए इस स्टेटमेंट की जरूरत पड़ेगी. डेल्टा K is what? 0. You're moving M2 so that its speed, velocity does not change. If you move M2 such that its velocity does not change, then you can always say what? Delta K is what? 0. क्या किया हमने? यहां देखना, ये है अपना M1, that's your M2. Suppose separation between M1 and M2 is what? X. इधर एक फोर्स लग रहा है, आपको पता है, दिस फोर्स इज G M1 M2 अपॉन X स्क्वायर, दैट्स अ फोर्स. इसको हमने क्या बोला था? एक्शन फोर्स. इस बार इस फोर्स से मतलब नहीं, हमें किस फोर्स से मतलब है? एक्सटर्नल. कहां लग रहा है? इन दिस डायरेक्शन. इस डायरेक्शन में लग तो रहा है, लेकिन किस तरह से? सो दैट kinetic energy of M2 does not change. Kinetic energy of M2 does not change. If kinetic energy of M2 doesn't change, then net force on M2 should be 0. Inertia of motion. If something is moving such that net force is 0, then it will continue moving in same direction with same magnitude. F external अगर कितना हो जाए? G M1 M2 upon X square, then this and this, they are cancelled. If this and this, they both are cancelled, that means on M2 there is no net force. If there is no net force on M2, then kinetic energy will not change. Now कुछ लोगों को क्या लगता है, सर अगर ये इसको कैंसिल कर देगा तो फिर M2 कैसे चलेगा? And therefore I said inertia of motion. Suppose M2 is already moving. Somehow somebody gave this M2 some velocity, and then you started solving this question. M2 is moving, and now you are interested in work done by this external force. But this external force does not change velocity of M2. Write down this statement. Write down this statement. External force on M2, external force on M2 should act in such a manner, that kinetic energy of M2 does not change. Kinetic energy of M2 does not change. We don't have to worry about M1, it's already fixed. Kinetic energy of M2 does not change. And for that, magnitude of this external force should be equal to gravitational pull of M1 on M2. Gravitational pull of M1 on M2. अब एक बार आपने F एक्सटर्नल किया, क्या फाइंड करना है अपने को? वर्क. अगर वर्क फाइंड करना है, वर्क फाइंड करने के लिए हमने क्या अप्रोच यूज की? वर्क. How do you find work? With the help of dW. How do you write dW? dW is F dot ds. We did all these things, इसलिए फास्ट करते हैं इस बार. F dot ds. What is F? किसका वर्क निकाल रहे हैं आप? किसका वर्क निकाल रहे हैं आप? एक्सटर्नल का. What is external? G M1 M2 upon X square. What is the direction? I cap. I told you that there is a slight change. थोड़ी देर पहले हम क्या कर रहे थे? माइनस आई कैप. इस बार क्या बन गया? आई कैप. डॉट ds. ds you know is what? dx I cap. dx I cap. Now since we have already done this integration, let's handle this thing fast. This is gm1 m2. gm1 m2, you can see dx upon x square. बाकी चीजें आप मेथड 1 से कॉपी कर सकते हैं. dx upon x square, which is x to the power minus 2 dx. Its integration is what? X to the power minus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1. So this is coming minus of 1 upon x. पास कर दिया, कुछ खास पास नहीं है, dx अपॉन एक्स स्क्वायर एक्स टू द पावर -2, इसका इंटीग्रेशन क्या होगा, -2 + 1 अपॉन -2 + 1 which gives you gm1 m2 -1 अपॉन x. देन ये जो वर्क आया अपना, अभी ये कंप्लीट नहीं है. You need to put limits. This is minus of gm1 m2 1 अपॉन x. कहां से चले थे इस बार, इनिशियल. जो इनिशियल होता है वो कहां आता है, लोअर लिमिट. x initial is what, r. x final is what, at infinity. Again, let's do this whole thing fast. This is coming minus of gm1 m2 1 upon minus gm1 m2 1 upon x. First you put upper limit, then we put lower limit. What is 1 upon infinity? 0. Minus minus plus, this is coming g m1 m2 divided by r. Minus minus plus g m1 m2 upon r. क्या है ये, w external. Let's use this w external here. w external कितना आ गया अपना, g m1 m2 divided by r, which is equal to what, minus of ur. If this is minus of ur, then what is ur? Ur is, shift negative sign there, it becomes what, minus of g m1 m2 divided by r. Same thing जो हमने मेथड 1 से ऑब्टेन की थी. क्या चेंज है, हल्का सा. फर्स्ट मेथड में हमने m2 को इंफिनिटी पर रिलीज कर दिया, छोड़ दिया. जैसे इंफिनिटी पर m2 को रिलीज किया, फोर्स ऑफ ग्रेविटी उसे खींचकर कहां लेकर आ गया, r डिस्टेंस पर. इस प्रोसेस में जो भी वर्क हुआ उतने से उसकी पोटेंशियल एनर्जी डिक्रीज हो गई. We saw this thing in method 1. In method 2, what you are doing, this m2 is moved from position r to infinity. इस पूरी प्रोसेस में जो वर्क हो रहा था वो दो जगह जाना चाहिए था. काइनेटिक एनर्जी को बढ़ाने में, at the same time potential एनर्जी को बढ़ाने में. But what happened? You stopped any change in kinetic energy. Whatever work is done by the external force simply goes into what, potential energy. And then this whole work, how much work, gm1 m2 upon r, once you put it here, gives you ur as minus of gm1 m2 upon r. Now जैसे हमने मेथड 1 में समझा था लॉजिक, वही चीज यहां यूज करते हैं. देखना, ये है आपका m1, ये है m2, ये है आपका ग्रेविटी वाला सिस्टम. इस आदमी को हमने बोला था ग्रेविटी. हमारा एम इसकी पोटेंशियल एनर्जी फाइंड करना है, इस आदमी की. इस बार एक आदमी और है, इस आदमी का नाम है एफ एक्सटर्नल. तो जो एफ एक्सटर्नल वाला आदमी है, आपने इसको क्या बोला कि भाई इस m2 को यहां से यहां तक मूव कर दो, r से इंफिनिटी तक मूव कर दो. अब जब आप r से इंफिनिटी तक मूव करोगे, m1 रिमेंबर इट्स केप्ट फिक्स्ड. इस आदमी ने, एक्सटर्नल ने m2 को मूव किया. इस प्रोसेस में जो वर्क किया, उस वर्क ने सिस्टम की पोटेंशियल एनर्जी को क्या कर दिया, चेंज. दैट मीन्स व्हाट, किसकी, व्हाट इज द सिस्टम, सिस्टम इज ग्रेविटी. अब सुनना क्या था, यहां पर इस ग्रेविटी के पास कुछ एनर्जी थी. लेट्स अगेन गो विथ सम न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यूज जिससे कि आपके लिए समझना इजी हो जाए. जब इस एक्सटर्नल ने m2 को मूव किया तो इस प्रोसेस में इस एक्सटर्नल ने जो वर्क किया, इस एक्सटर्नल ने जो वर्क किया, लेट्स से दिस वर्क इज 20. फ्रॉम दिस पोजीशन टू दिस पोजीशन इस एक्सटर्नल ने जो वर्क किया, दिस वर्क इज 20 जूल्स. यहां से यहां मूव करने पर जो वर्क किया गया, दैट वर्क डन बाय एक्सटर्नल फोर्स should increase potential energy of this person, which is gravity. But when you found that this gravity person at infinity says that his energy at infinity is what? Zero. Which means what? What should be the potential energy of this gravity person at R, so that when you provide him with this 20 joules of energy, at infinity his energy is zero. एक ही लॉजिक है, एक ही लॉजिक है. थोड़ा सा इसको एनर्जी की जगह पैसे वाइज बात करते हैं. इस ग्रेविटी वाले आदमी के पास यहां पर कुछ पैसा था. वी हैव नो आइडिया व्हाट दैट मनी इज. नाउ दिस एक्सटर्नल पर्सन गेव हिम 20 rupees. If this external person gave him 20 rupees and still you found that at infinity his money count is zero, that means when he was at UR, this gravity person was at UR, his money count should be minus of 20. What does it mean? इसके पास R पर कितना पैसा था? Minus of 20. You gave him what? 20. Minus 20 था, 20 आपने दिया, कितना बचा? 0. कितना बचा? 0. फिर से इसके पास कितना था? Minus 20. Minus 20 का मतलब क्या होता है? Minus 20 means 20 rupees उधार था. He was in debt of 20 rupees. So he paid this 20 rupee debt and therefore ultimately he is left with what? Zero money. इसको किसी को 20 rupees देने थे R पर, and therefore his worth is what? Minus of 20. Now you gave him 20 rupees. Once you gave him 20 rupees, he paid this 20 debt back to that person जहां से उसने लिया होगा. Ultimately he is left with what? Zero. That's how you can understand this negative sign coming in minus of Gm1 m2 upon R. Hopefully numerical values के through समझ में आया होगा. And then as I told you, it doesn't matter what potential energy is at the distance of R. You can take it minus Gm1 m2 upon R plus anything, and that anything is what? Potential energy at infinity. What matters in potential energy in any case, in any chapter, in any type of potential energy, difference between 2 points. Why difference? क्योंकि आप अल्टीमेटली किसी भी क्वेश्चन को करेंगे तो यू विल बी रिलीजिंग एन ऑब्जेक्ट फ्रॉम दिस टू दिस. इट ऑलवेज मूव्स फ्रॉम दिस पोजीशन टू दिस पोजीशन, एंड देयरफॉर यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट डिफरेंस. तो कुछ एग्जांपल्स करेंगे तो ये चीज थोड़ी और क्लियर होगी. हालांकि होपफुली मेथड समझ में आ गया होगा. Wrote down everything.